everybody. Hi. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you all. I am trying a little bit of a different setup today. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. You go ahead and you go ahead and sleep, but thank you. You have a wonderful night. Prepare for scuff beyond scuff. Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Today we're going to be playing Sailor Moon RPG or Soldier Loon, but using Sailor Moon. Isn't this cute? I don't have any background music yet. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Oh, I've got it on push to talk. We have Kipster here today, you guys.
Hello.
Hey, they can hear you. Okay, good. They should be able to hear you just fine.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys. Sorry, it is going to be a little scuffed today.
Not if you're talking, Squid. I can't hear you.
It is going to be a little scuffed today. I have to turn my push to talk off. Give me 1 second.
Out absolutely heckin' standing. Sounds good.
Okay. How's this? You can hear me now?
I hear you just fine now. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. I'm so excited to get this new campaign rocking and rolling. I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of enthusiasm, but I've never run the system before.
Oh, we got to turn you up. Give me 1 second here. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks,
All
Goofy
right, all right, all
Boots.
right.
Let's try this. Okay.
Freedom Fallout has a great idea. A pink squiddy to match the room. Hello?
Oh, you're right. There we go. How about that? I match everything
Oh,
now.
you're camouflaged. That is so cute. Look at you.
Pink squid. Very good call. Let's see here.
Absolutely.
What am I? Oh, I'm trying to find what is that application called where I can show you. Oh no, hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to remember. It's a reactive and like a Discord reactive thing. So when we're in a voice call together, what is that thing called? Fuji?
I don't know. I'm just marveling at your table. This is so cool.
Fuji Tech. Give me just 1 second. I gotta log in so people will see the cute little bear.
Sounds good. Yes, ma'am. Oh, now you quit it.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, I don't. That's. I'm almost there. No. Sorry, guys. Why can't I find the darn link? There you are. There you are. Okay. And we'll do this. I should have done this beforehand. So, how's everybody doing today? You like the pink squid the best? Ooh. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of the pink color a lot. Browser source, right? Fuji Tech. I thought I already had this. But... There
There
he
you are.
is. There's the little bear.
Hello.
This is my GM, everybody. He
Yeah,
lives on the desk.
this is where I belong.
All right, so today we're kind of doing a session 0 for my character in our Sailor Moon RPG we've been talking about doing over on the Discord. It'll be kind of just getting to know my character a little bit. I'm still trying to figure my character out, you know. You know how that goes. You don't really know your character until you played them a little bit. Let me throw on some background music real quick here. I've got my character sheet. Where did it go? It was right there.
Well.
That's the book itself. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, there it is. Okay, now you can see it. So I have to have it up. Okay, perfect. Now I just need to, you made good progress on your lore? Awesome. Hi, Oceana. Sorry, I don't think I said hi to you specifically. Hello. Taco, Chakra, everybody. I'm a little out of it today. Fia! Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow. How you doing today?
Fia.
Background music. We need magical girl funk. No copyright. Give me that YouTube. You can do it.
Yeah, if you can give me a link to that so I can listen to it at the same time, that'd be swell.
Sure, sure. Um...
Yeah, Fia didn't follow you, so I guess.
Oh, that was loud. Hold on. Oh my god, that was loud. Sorry about that. Oh, thank you so much for the gifted sub. That's so wonderful of you.
Well. Someone took care of Fia's of bad friendship levels. Chakra, sir, you're awesome.
Thank you so much, man. Oh my gosh. Okay, I will link it to you in just one moment here. Gotta get into DMs.
Fia says I'm horrible. I know. Thank you. Yeah, I need some background tunes my own darn self here. So.
All right, if you guys need if this is too loud, if it's too quiet, please do let me know because I hear it differently than you do, obviously. Oh, also look at this other cool thing I found. Look at this.
Okay. Looking.
I can roll dice on the screen, baby.
Oh,
what do you guys think?
I think I'm taking up way too much cool table space. Do you want to just shrink me and like put me next to your cool microphone? I'm blocking your character sheet some is all.
Oh, okay. There we go. How about
perfect.
that?
That's great. That's
a tad loud? Okay, we'll turn it down more then.
All right, now this is going to get very magical girl, but it's also going to be a little mild, not grimdark, cyberpunk with a touch of the old anime sci-fi in the vein of Cowboy Bebop and Outlaw Star. First and foremost, this takes place in the Sailor Moon universe. If you're a fan of it, I hope to do right by you. Any questions before we get rocking and rolling?
Oh, questions. This is honestly, I haven't played one-to-one tabletop in so long, and especially at a stream. This is my first time, so if I get all tripped up, guys, I'm really nervous, even though that's a little silly.
No, dude, I'm jittery too, and we both never set up on screen too, so it's kind of funny.
It's really funny. It's just this different environment. It's just slightly different. It's like, uh-oh.
Oh, right. We
no.
have to play pretend in front of people. What do you think, cartoon squid? Said the cartoon bear.
Oh, guess what arrived today? I actually have in my hands here, I have got my Ame Same figures and my Kirsha plush.
Oh, perfect. One of those things is still perfect. Oh, too soon.
I know, the day before my merchandise arrives. I'm glad I ordered it. I'm so glad I ordered it. They're both gone now. That's going to be the last piece of merchandise of Gura and Ame I'll ever have the chance to own.
That is a good point. That is it. The ceiling Kirsha. Oh, no.
Did you know her underwear have strawberries on them?
Sure didn't. Why do you?
Because she has panties.
Well, I mean, most people, we're just going to go ahead and soldier forth here. Sailor soldier forth, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about your character? I see her name is Lena Strower, or is that Strower Lena?
It's Lena Strower.
Okay, gotcha.
She is essentially a NEET, an engineer who is very brilliant and very introverted. Not exactly. You could see her up there, over on my side here. Yes. I will say off the bat, yes, it is AI. No, I don't feel bad because I used it to help me get an artist the idea of what we're doing. So that's kind of what she looks like. Disclaimer.
Okay, unsubscribed.
I couldn't get it out on paper, right? But the AI managed to nail it close enough. So I'll be really excited. I should have the artwork before the end of the month.
That's so cool. And very expressive for AI, by the way. Adorbs.
I know, it actually did a really good job. It kind of got exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But I am like I said, a NEET, a secret cosplayer, somebody who loves to cosplay under an alter ego. She puts a lot of effort and time into her makeup and her disguises to try to make sure
Okay.
that nobody knows it's her, even though nobody knows who she is. She just doesn't want to be noticed.
Right on, right on.
She lives in a small apartment with her kitty, Iris, just a little tabby cat. And she works in R&D for the company, which I can't remember their name. But
Sure. Yeah.
the company our characters work for.
All right. Fantastic.
Did I say
So
13? Yes, thank you. Sorry.
yes, your company and your corpo nation. Okay, hang on a second. All right. So, is that all?
Yeah, that's kind of, there's not, she's very shy, very quiet, obviously. Doesn't really have friends. Has family that live elsewhere, but not close enough to visit. So she's generally just alone with her kitty cat on the internet or making costumes.
Sounds nice. Okay. Now, think of this as a pilot episode, and if you've seen shows with pilot episodes, well, eventually it goes back and a few changes are made here and there. So I've got ideas in my head that are still going to be flexible for the first several sessions, and from there we're going to move on, and things are going to get a little bit more stamped into stone. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm excited.
Fabulous.
I'm nervous and excited. This will be fun.
Excellent. Hang on a second. Every time she does that, I might not be able to emote, guys. So if anybody else could just make sure. I got it. Oh, 2 of them? Jeez, slow down. Golly.
Ha.
There we go. Excellent. Bang. Thank you, Chakrasura. All right. Now, the city that you are in is the capital of Dyson 13, your Corpo Nation. Corpo Nations, let me go back a bit further. Let me go way far back. So if anybody has seen Sailor Moon in its entirety, I hope to do it justice. I'm a fan, and I'm still catching up. Much better show than I thought. In the future, the 30th century, things are pretty much a utopia. There were a lot of difficulties that were faced in the far distant past. Sailor Moon, her friends, the Sailor Princesses, everyone ends up being essentially immortal, and they run a perfect society where a majority of people are excessively long-lived. To the point that I think Chibiusa, what is she, like 500 or something?
No, she's like, I'm sure it's way more than that. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up. Isn't she like 3,000?
Get out! I thought that was Usagi. Yeah, great question, Chakra. Yes, well after Sailor Starlight. The future after. Still working through the series. Stick with it. Totally worth it. Series first, then the new movies. That's what got the biggest punch for me.
Let's see here. Age. In the manga, she is 900 years old. Okay.
Okay, great. So, point is, mega super old. Everyone in the solar system lives very happily underneath Queen Serenity. And things are fantastic. All the Sailor Soldiers, Sailor Senshi. Which would you prefer I say, by the way? You're the harder core fan.
Whatever. You could even say Guardians. I wouldn't get upset.
Okay, so Guardians? Shall we do that? Princesses? Whatever. We'll say Senshi. The Sailor Senshi all rule their own planet underneath Princess Serenity, and they are essentially governors. Some have less to govern than others. We'll go into the other planets another time. The one that is most important to us is the planet of Saturn. Sailor Saturn, of course, is the guardian of death and rebirth. Death and rebirth are something that people are less into now that things are pretty much paradise. And she's pretty fine with that as well. So it's been a very long time since Sailor Saturn has been heard from. Around the planet Saturn, there has been erected long since a Dyson sphere. If anyone doesn't know what that is, it is a giant metal ball, imagine, usually it's around a sun. It takes energy from the sun and it powers itself. Well, in this instance, it is around the planet Saturn, which is taking power from Saturn, which is made of essentially the same stuff that the sun is made of. It was settled thousands of years ago by the different corporations that eventually turned into corporations. This is where humans came to that didn't want to live under Queen Serenity, who didn't want to live for thousands of years, have their futures pretty much decided for them, even, perfect as they are. Well, not, decided for them, but you know what I mean. Fewer challenges. So, Dyson 13 is one of the many corporation states. All of them are Dyson 1 through 30. Each one is humongous. If you look at the surface area of Saturn compared to Earth, you got it. It's a fast-paced life for most people, and people who really want to climb the corporate ladder, just like our dear friend Lena Strower, have to spend a lot of time and energy. So much so that sometimes hobbies that they are obsessive with can get in the way with their productivity. And we join her as her alarm clock has been blaring for the past 5 minutes, and a very helpful cat named Iris is trying to smother her awake. This is rough for Lena because she used to be able to work from home, and that was great. But recent cutbacks have resulted in people who were showing less productivity from home being forced to come into the office. This is her first day needing to make the 150-mile commute. Good morning, Lena.
I wake up. I don't want to.
Right? As you sit up, your really cool space cowboy style duster that you had spent the last 9 hours that you should have been asleep working on falls off your head, and you smash down on your alarm clock. You are already running late.
Ooh. Well, then I suppose we're just going to worry about getting dressed. I'm not really going to talk to anybody. I'll just throw some mouthwash in and shove my clothes on and grab my coat and run out the door.
All right, disgusting. While you're ignoring personal hygiene, your view screen comes on, which is set as part of your alarm every day. And in the background, you see some very cool news, air quotes, / propaganda from a new exciting person that's been all over the place. The people are getting sick of her. Just a second here. Bing, bang, boom. All right. A very attractive, in good shape lady in a distinctive sailor suit with kind of a really dark black, somewhat edgy. It's going to be hard, but we'll get a picture out there. Just a little sci-fi twist on a Sailor Senshi uniform. Is screaming, "Blink, subdue!" and pointing her hand out, and a bunch of dark, pale iron chunks, pure ice, shoot out and blast a hole through a 5-meter tall monster, which explodes into shards. This is Sailor Mimas, and she is the hottest new property that Dyson 13 is pushing as far as their new outlook on outdoing all the other corporations when it comes to mining the precious crystals deep within the planet of Saturn. So far, she has done more than any 5 regular Yoma. Oh, sorry. Yoma, in case people don't know what those are, they are manufactured monsters from the Sailor Moon universe And they can take many, many different shapes. And that used to be the way that everyone did business. They would send their Yoma into the planet to mine for these crystals. Well, that got expensive. Yoma sometimes would also cost people's lives to make. It's not a tidy process. So, making artificial sailor soldiers is Dyson 13's hottest new prospect. By the way, this is a little bit of an abomination if we're looking at this from a series standpoint. And Squid, you get why, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
As a fan, would you like to try to explain? You'll probably do it better than me.
Well, I mean, Yoma are essentially people, right? Very rarely, but usually they're made from people. And it's made by corrupting them. So it's a dangerous process.
That's right. Yes. Yoma are often made by people. They can be made from other materials. But I was mostly talking about the existence of artificial sailor senshi.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I completely misunderstood.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah. There's only supposed to be senshi that are born from stars. And like it requires you to get deeper into series lore, but to explain it easily, there's one place where sailor soldiers are created from, and essentially their souls seek out a place in the galaxy to protect and to rest and to call their own. And you run into a lot of them throughout Sailor Moon, but it's almost a divine kind of thing. It's not something that can just be created, not without like really bad consequences. Because no, I'm miss. Okay, yeah, I think you can create them in the series, but it's not a good thing.
Well, the way that you're talking sounds completely right to me. Now, the place that all of these immortal souls, because they have always been immortal and pretty much respawn, it's called the Cradle. And their souls all come through there. And regular people's souls are great, but they're not Sailor Senshis. Oops. Well, so far there's one that should not be. Sailor Mimos is the thing that should not be. Fortunately, this hasn't really gotten out so much to the point where other Senshi have heard about this. I'm sure Queen Serenity would be fine with it. Don't worry about it. You have to get to work.
I don't have time to think about this kind of crap. I'm out the door.
Absolutely.
Mouthwash still in mouth.
Disgusting. So I'm sure all of your neighbors in the building don't pay much attention to you. You're very small. You're very quiet. In fact, that's a great picture, but would you like to talk a little bit about mannerisms? Anything else we should know about you?
Generally extremely, when I say extremely quiet, not just conversationally, Lena is quiet to the point where she walks as light as possible, not wanting to leave a trace. You can actually see I've got untrackable, got 4 ranks in it, or 4 points. 4 ranks. Mm-hmm. She is very, very quiet and doesn't want to be noticed by anybody, to the point where she actively tries to tread quietly enough that people usually won't know she's there. So she's seen as a little weird by coworkers. Because they probably usually never know she's around.
Okay, great. Well, you take the turbolift all the way down from your apartment on the 69th floor to the street level. Outside. Nice. You have realized, unfortunately, by the time you are on the... She's just like you, for real.
For real.
You're on the monorail, and you have got your morning coffee held in one hand and your donut in the other. You haven't spit your mouthwash out yet.
Oh, that's a problem. Oh, no.
You've been in a very large rush, and frankly, you have to sneeze.
I swallow it.
Disgusting.
I swallow the mouthwash. I walked myself into this corner. There's no way out. I have to accept that.
Fantastic. Can you please give me a body roll?
Is that a D6?
It is 2d6 plus your body stat of 3.
2d6 plus 3. Roll.
We are looking for a
Oh.
12.
That's a 5.
No. All right. So you try to swallow it. It's the worst thing ever. You clap a hand over your mouth as it shoots out your nose, and you double over, coughing, and just oh man. Please give me another body roll to not throw your coffee all over yourself.
Okay. +3.
This is the getting to work encounter.
11.
11. Awesome. You managed to save your breakfast. The people around you look at you disapprovingly. Nobody says anything though. Inches are made around you in the train. And you are left standing in your mouthwash, feeling more invisible, I assume, than usual.
Yeah.
As the trip goes on.
Look, they just don't understand. I didn't have a choice.
That's okay, because it's only 45 minutes to your next stop.
Oh, is that all? Oh, well, that's not so bad.
That is all. So, 45 minutes later, and it's time for you to transfer over Alexa, play Iris. This is so Despacito. Iris, play Alexa. All right, so it's time for your next transfer over. You are getting a coffee refill. You're cleaning yourself. Meanwhile, up in the background, there are news reports flashing up about how there have been skirmishes, acts of war, ? From Dyson 7 sending in bandits to hijack the precious lesser crystals from Dyson 13's silos. Now, everybody here knows how the silos look in universe. I'm going to try to explain them to us here without pictures. All right?
I could pull up MS Paint if it would help.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can do that. Sure.
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
I can try to draw along with what you describe, and maybe that'd help.
Certainly.
Window capture. Picture please. MS. Oh. And
This music is awesome.
it's pretty cool, right? I'm gonna have to cover you. Oh wait, hold on a second. I'm almost ready.
That's fine.
Come on.
Smaller than that is even okay.
Yeah, I just keep putting it on the wrong side. Okay. All right. So what am I drawing?
Nice. Okay, so do a circle in the middle. Give space inside.
Like that?
Perfect. Okay, so now this is the Dyson sphere around Saturn. Saturn itself, being a gas giant, is something that people can't live on, but it is rich in energy. Within Saturn, the matter coalesces into these crystals that are harvested. They are harvested from and stored within these things called silos. If you look at any area of this, I'm pointing with my mouse like you can see. Yeah, that's great. Okay, draw a little bong. Like a little test tube, almost.
Okay. I don't know how short I should make it. Give me a second here.
I mean, it's not going to be to scale. This just give you an idea of the shape.
Kind of like that.
You know what? Perfect. Close enough. We're going to take it. That is what these silos look like. All right. The more bulbous ends are what the crystals are stored in and processed through. The neck, if you will, is what the energy is sent up through. But there are images of people in dark armor with blasters that are used, and every corpo nation has troopers that look more or less like variants of these, and they're supposed to be very, very elite, these folk from Dyson 7, and they have some new Yoma that are very, very high quality. Everyone's nervous about them, and it's being speculated that Sailor Mimos is going to be an answer. She has already handled one of these Yoma by herself. There's footage on in the background one more time. It's what you saw earlier. It looks incredibly cool. You almost missed your train. You're back on your way to work.
I was going to take time to clean up more. Okay, back to work. Back to work.
No.
Hello, Stealthy. Welcome in. Oh, excuse me.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Wow, 3 of them. There we go.
Sorry about that. Okay. So I'm back on the train. I probably smell minty fresh.
Sure, yeah. Finally, you make it to work.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody notices you, which is the way you hope it remains. This is your happy place. Poor little Lena Strower. Let's see here. Give me a looking. Okay, give me a 2d6 straight up roll. We'll see if you made it in time. We're just looking for a 7.
Hey. 11. Oh wait, no, hold on. Is that a 6 or a 9?
Well, it's a 6-sided die, Squid.
Oh God. Wow. Okay. Anyway, yes.
That is... honey, no.
How many sides on a 6-sided die?
9.
Holy crap. Okay. Sorry.
Anyway.
I do it very quietly.
Yes, you settle in for your 12-hour shift.
Brother,
and you have been hard at work on an item that is supposed to really get your foot in the door. It was much better to work on this from home, but you were doing a bad job from home. You kept getting distracted by your hobby. Your productivity went down and down and down. Back to work you go, however. There is a new item that is a spork that is being made, and everything eaten with it is supposed to taste 3.5% better.
Ooh. That sounds really cool. That way you don't even need to season the food. It can be the crappiest thing ever, and it would taste good.
Exactly. Well, not the crappiest thing ever, but the crappiest thing ever would be just, marginally less crappy. So, this has gone on for a while, and you have been given the latest prototype spork with which to eat your lunch. Can you please go ahead and give me a mind roll 2d6?
All right, so that's the 2d6 plus my mind, which is 8, right?
Yep.
Roll. Total of 11.
All right, you know what? Not half bad. You think you're getting there. By your reckoning, and you're brilliant, you'd say that right now the food tastes 1.9% better. You got a ways to go.
It needs to be at least 1 percentage point better to even be worth bringing to management.
Yes, but this time you're pretty sure it didn't shock you, so...
That's a bonus. I mean, look, a little bit of pain is worth the convenience, but if we can do without it, that would be best. Let's keep this idea. I make a note. I have a notebook beside me as I'm eating my lunch, scribbling ideas down.
Perfect. Alrighty, so notes taken. Day continues. Exhaustion gradually mounts. After about hour 7, you have just finished your lunch break with the 1.9% improved spork, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
A message comes across your monitor, your CRT monitor, because this is retro future.
Yay,
after all.
It has to be.
Has to be. And congratulations, you have been chosen as a potential candidate for a new program. Talking about bonuses, wowie zowie. If you are willing to sign a very long waiver, you could get into this program. You have signed the waiver. You and 3 other people have your names on this email, and whoever can make it down to the basement subfloor 8 in time will be the first one into the program.
Oh.
You have to get up and start now.
Oh, but what is it? I don't even know what is it a promotion? What does it come? Oh, crap. Okay. I grab anything that I brought with me and I run.
All right. So you grab your spork and go. But of course you've also got your, your employee lanyard and all this and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So up you go. Yeah, you've signed up for a lot of things over the past few months, and this could be any of them. You've probably also signed a lot of waivers.
Yeah, I'd like to know what for, but I don't have the time. This could be my maybe if I do really well at something. I'll let me go.
Yeah, more money also equals more things for your cosplay.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Sailor Mimas is really cool. I need to research whether or not it is legal for me to cosplay her, because I imagine someone owns that IP at this point. And I don't know if their laws are as litigious as Japan's laws, because this is like a future Japan-America situation. So, I could use the extra money.
No, listen. All right, Dyson 13 is a retro future sci-fi mega capitalist society, so obviously they're not quite as litigious as Japan is.
Yay!
Anyway, can you give me a body roll again, please?
Sure. It's 2d6 plus 3, right?
Yes, indeed.
11 again.
Got an 11. Okay. You sprint past somebody who comes around the corner and almost slams into you. You make your way to the elevator, shoving in a group just humongous. Luckily, you're small. You manage to dive in and find the last inch of space, and you see another coworker desperately try to grab onto the door, but it closes just in time. I wonder who these two might be.
Oh no.
Down, down, down you go.
Oh, good night,
Level one.
Taco. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest.
Hey, Taco.
Sorry about that. I don't want to accidentally ignore people. I'm sorry if I cut in. I'm loving this so far. This is fun.
I'm very glad. Okay, I hope I do good. So, down and down and down it goes, and gradually everybody else trickles off the lift, leaving you eventually on your own. It gets down to its very bottom level. The lights turn off, and the only thing that illuminates is beside the buttons, there is a... what would you call this? A thing you slide your card through. A card reader. Sure.
Oh.
That lights up saying swipe ID.
All right, I'll swipe my ID.
The door opens, revealing a absolutely beautiful, brightly lit facility that is in stark contrast to how spooky the elevator just got. People are moving back and forth, paying you no mind whatsoever. As you look around, wondering that, a little basketball-sized sphere hovers over toward you. It's got a transparent center, sort of imagine a metal ball inside of which is a metal ball that you can see through. I'm sorry, a metal ball, a glass ball is inside of it. The little light orb that shines around to show you which way it's looking, and it's got a little speaker where its mouth ought to be. Good day, employee Strower, it intones. I am Unit P33P. Second. If you'll follow me, please.
Okay, Peep. I follow Peep.
All right. He begins floating down the hallway. You follow close behind. Twists and turns, and a few more swipes later, you find yourself in a extra top secret place. You can find this because every time you had to go through, it was a top secret followed by extra, and now it's only you, Peep, and a test tube in front of you in the center of a giant room.
Okay, this is really scary.
It is. When I say test tube, think about the Bacta tank from Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, it's like a clothing vat.
Yeah.
Oh. Am I supposed to go in that? I ask.
That isn't my problem, ma'am, says Peep. As you are looking at this and pondering, a door to the side opens, and out comes a little old man, hunched over. He looks really, really aged, but also very smart. He's got little circular glasses on, and he has got a manual clipboard with paper on it. He looks up. All right, first come, first serve. Get in.
What, in there?
No, in the locker. Yeah, in there.
Can I breathe in there? Well, I can't hold my breath for very long.
Probably. He flips through the flipboard a few more times. Not important for long.
How do you get in?
Hello, he sticks out his hand. I'm Dr. Akirukazu. You've heard of me.
I recoil. And then eventually, slowly, very carefully and gently take his hand. Hi. I'm
All
Lena.
right. Give me a quick mind check, if you please.
Mind check. That would be... What is a mind check?
Just
Oh,
a
mine,
2d6
just 8.
and add
Gosh. Okay, sorry about that.
We're just asking for an 11 from
14.
you here. Okay, well, you know about this guy. Especially given your department, he is supposed to be a super duper genius. Not much has been heard about him in the past several years, but it's not because he has become less prolific. It's just that his name has been put on fewer things. Everyone is sure he's been involved, and everyone is also sure that he has been involved in the synthetic senshi project.
Oh. How do I get in the thing? Is there like a door or a ladder?
He's still shaking your hand. Yep! He takes your hand and starts pulling you toward the central structure.
Oh, okay.
You're pretty sure you're stronger than him. So if you go along, it's just out of your own goodness.
I'm gonna go along politely because I don't want to make a scene or anything. But I'm extra cautious at this point. This is all very weird.
Okay, yeah, his tugging on your hand gets about as aggressive as possible, and he starts pulling you over. The tube lowers down into the floor, and it gets to the point where you'll be stepping into it. And it's beginning to look less and less safe, and you might start to panic a little bit here. There's definitely an element of claustrophobia that, even if you didn't have before, might be kicking up.
Yeah, that doesn't sound awesome. Hey, I'm not sure about this. I need to know if I can breathe in there because I don't want to go in there if it's gonna drown me. That's not worth.
It makes sense to me. Would you like to make a body check to try to wrench free before whatever is about to happen happens?
I mean, I guess my body is terrible.
Luckily, you found one of the only people on all of Saturn that you're stronger than.
11.
Yeah, that does it. I'm using actual physical dice here, by the way.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you yank your hand away, and do you say anything in particular?
I say I need to know what this is being filled with.
You signed the waiver!
What's in this? Can I breathe?
Another door opens from the side, and in comes a stunningly tall, very attractive, and very good shape young lady. Shortcut hair. She's got some decent arms on her. Not to the point of like being, mega butch or anything, but you can tell she has got the look of somebody in security. No, Grandpa, down. No, we talked about this. How do we approach people? We use our words. That's great. Hey, pudding, right over here. Oh, pudding. Off he wanders.
Thanks.
She looks at
Thank
you slightly apologetically. Yeah, hi.
I just want to know that that's full of something I can breathe in.
For now, yeah. You're not going to like the next minute. I
What?
won't lie to you.
What do you mean?
Look. My name is Stella. She puts her hand out. Stella Shimada. And you may have seen me on the reels. She looks a little bit proud of herself.
Yeah. I just, that was really confusing. I take her hand and shake it and stammer.
You have no idea. You have
No, I know,
idea
I'm
who
lying.
Stella
I'm
Shimada
lying.
is.
I'm just trying to
Okay.
go along with it. She seems proud.
All right. As you say yeah and shake her hand, she looks at you and then sighs. You don't need to lie.
Sorry.
Can you just do this again?
Hi.
You don't. Hi, I'm Stella Shimada. You may have seen me on the reels. She prompts you.
What reels?
Glad you should ask. She puts her hand up, and on her wrist there is sort of a gauntlet through which there is a card swiper. She takes her employee badge off, says "Mimas power clock in," and swipes it across her gauntlet. What follows is an extremely awesome and expensive transformation sequence that I can't replicate just now. But the air cools drastically for several seconds as giant squid jump scares me with the chibi model. That's not the kind of transformation I had in mind.
I was looking for this.
There it is. Suddenly before you stands Sailor Mimas herself.
I was going to cosplay you! I blurt out before I could think about it. Oh, thank you for the headband!
Yeah, and in-game she pats you on the head as well. Clearly very pleased with that notion. Well, pretty soon you'll be doing better than that, teammate.
No! Okay, so I start fangirling out a little bit, hopping up and down. No way! No way! Really?
Absolutely. You sign the waiver, everything looks fine to me. She quickly leafs through it. And I'm just going to go ahead and drop in what the waiver says into chat here. If I can re-find it. Ding dang. Hang on a sec. I hope I left off right in the correct spot. Otherwise, I have to re-dig for it. Da, 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 da. Oh, sorry. I clicked on a thing. I had it right in front of me.
That's okay. Excuse me, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
Sure, yeah. This is a good chance for me to look for this.
This is fun so far. I'm getting a feeling for my character now. Thank you. I was kind of having trouble figuring her out before starting, you know?
Yeah, that's the point of a session 0, right?
Yep. Well, while you do that, I am going to open Ame Same.
Yeah, cool.
Or at least take them out of their box. Not like they're... I'm probably going to keep them sealed, but I mean like shipping box.
Oh, yeah.
And Ame. Oh, and they even come in protectors. That's awesome. Any luck?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I had it right here, but I forgot to copy paste it.
Oh,
it's a shame.
Oh, that sucks. But
yeah,
the waiver, like, what kind of stuff is in it, just generally?
Found it. Okay, hang on a second here. Bang. I don't know how much it lets me put in here. There we go.
Okay. All the volunteers need to do is to become guinea pig. That is, lead the charge for a new procedure to create artificial sailor scouts and knights tied to the many moons of Saturn. Side effects of the procedure may include, but not be limited to, any combination of the following: hair loss / discoloration, narcolepsy, insomnia, night terrors, incontinence, constipation, psychosis, multiple personality disorder, narcissism, instant death, and immortality.
That's what she shows you really quick that you apparently put your name to. You don't remember doing it, but you were working from home.
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of click through emails and you get through what you got to do. You do what you got to do, to get corporate off your back.
Absolutely. All right.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll do it.
All right. I believe in you. She put her hands on your shoulders and looks you just dead in the eye for several seconds. And for a moment, you think there's something she almost says but doesn't. And then she steps aside, and it is now your opportunity to step onto the platform for the tube to come up and the procedure to take place.
All right. Sorry, give me 1 second. I had put my phone in an inaccessible place in case anybody texts me. I try to keep it nearby. All right. What do I have to do again now? Sorry.
Later, Oceanus.
Bye, Oceanus. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good night, too. All right, let's do this.
Right, so you stand on the platform. The
Stand on the
tube
platform.
moves up around you. You're sealed in. There's a bright flash of light. Give me a second. Let's see if this hurts.
I could hear the dice being rolled.
Yeah, no, you just kind of feel like your whole body falls asleep for several seconds. You forget who you are. You remember things that you never even remembered. Like, you think you remember being in the womb for a hot second. And just like that, the tube comes down, and you feel something very different about yourself. There is some kind of power within you. You see, Dr. Akira is over typing away on his console, glancing over his shoulder, looking at you, glancing. All right, looks good. How do you feel?
Did I get my feeling back, or am I still numb?
Yeah, you feel like you got your feeling back. When you open your mouth to talk, you speak Spanish, but then it goes back to normal.
I a little weird.
Squid, what are your defects listed there?
My defects. Oh, sorry, it's hard to see. Let me scroll down. Inept combat. It gives me a -1 at combat, which is why it's red up there. Special requirement and transformation loss, which are two of the ones that are necessary for being a soldier.
Okay, cool. Add nightmares to that.
Oh no! I'm never gonna get to sleep properly ever again, and I'm a NEET. That's like the only thing that I do. Oh. Sorry. My macros are tied to my to my number pad. Nightmares.
All right.
Does that give me an extra point?
Yes, you'll get the benefit of the point from it.
Oh, cool. Okay. Let me make a quick note of that here. 1 point remaining. There we go. All right. Well, I don't know that yet.
Yeah, that won't be an issue just yet.
Wow. Oh, what happened? I feel a little weird, but I don't know what happened. What do I do? I ask. I'm just standing there,
Bonding
slouched over.
successful. You have been tied with, personality-wise and cosmically, to the moon of Midas. So, it will be your job simply, well, to start your new shift, to say, Saturn Midas power, clock in! And he hands you your new, fancy, very fancy, platinum level employee card.
Huh. hold on. I stop doing that. Not you. I'm trying to type that so I don't forget it. Hold on. It's not working.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. I'm an idiot. Saturn Midas power?
Yes.
Clock in. That's adorable. I love that. I'm making a note so I don't forget it. All right, so I repeated disbelievingly. Saturn Midas power clock in?
All right, and you do so, and you swipe, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'll swipe. As
An
indicated.
awesome transformation takes place, just like with Sailor Mimas. Trust me, it looks absolutely flippin' incredible. You said you have a staff, right, that you use things for? Did you keep that?
Yes.
You did. Okay, great. The spork turns into that.
Whoa! I have
So,
a spork staff.
it doesn't need to look anything like
Okay. Does it make things taste better?
I mean, you could try. You have to stab it in the old guy's pudding.
First thing I do is floor it.
Doctor, this is for science. I'm sure you understand. No, that probably doesn't happen. Yeah, and you feel different than you've ever felt before. You're taller, certainly. You're definitely somewhat more statuesque than you think you've ever been, or maybe it's just the confidence that's suddenly come with this. You have a similar outfit to what Sailor Mimas has, except whereas hers is outlined in this very dark, almost black, bluish platinum, yours is outlined in gold.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. Wow. I strike a pose. I know how to do that because of my cosplay.
Yeah. Also, you were extra good at it because you just think your body told you to do it after your transformation was complete.
It was instinct.
Kinda, yeah. Oh, also, you're an artist, so I'm going to be asking you for help with transformation poses. I want to see yours and Mimas's.
Yeah. I'm going to have to come up with one. I'm excited to kind of design this character now that we've worked things out.
I'm super jazzed. You're super jazzed. I got a few ideas for it. I was just watching some Sailor Moon today, and my really rough idea is it looks more or less like a regular Senshi's one, but it has D13 across the midsection for Dyson 13. But again, pilot episode, we can mix and match things.
Okay. Hey, can any of us wear masks? Because I would love to wear like a tuxedo mask, Sailor V, Sailor Moon in the manga type mask.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want that to be part of your outfit, I don't see why not.
If you notice up here in my character, one of the things that I have is I've got a lot of ranks in, where is it? Where is it?
I'll tell you what.
Talent, cosplay, metamorphosis, and I've put an extra one in alternate identity so that I can kind of hide who I am a little bit more.
I'll tell you what. The mask comes out of your tiara when you want it.
Oh, neat. Okay, so I can choose. I like that.
Yes.
Could it be a hologram?
Yeah, why not? That's a better idea.
Oh, that would be in it. Yeah, okay. I'm coming up with thoughts now. I like that, like a cyberpunk style, like hologram piece. Okay.
I'm into it. Also, here's something I need you to decide right now. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but the name of your attack. Your character, Squid, was built with the idea of being kind of a transmuter, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is why you have been bound to the moon Midas, which is not really a named moon of Saturn, but Saturn has tons of moons that are not named. So I'm making a few up sometimes. Just a second. There we go. So, come up with a cool name for your attack, and what yours will do is when it hits, instead of just like pure destruction, it will transmute parts of things into kind of fool's gold where it hits, which will then become much more brittle. And you can subsequently damage it if you want, but you're going to do a little bit less direct damage.
That's a fun idea. If you notice, that actually works really well because I took... Where is it? Sorry, I'm looking through everything. I upped my attack, the level of my attack a lot because I figured it would be a supportive attack rather than a damaging attack. So that works out perfectly with my stats over here. I'm really happy with that. I love that.
Yes.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna come up with, obviously, Midas touch, right? Or Midas something touch. It's gotta be.
When I was coming up with Mimas's Bleak Subdue, I went to thesaurus.com and I looked for cold and hurt.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. In this world, there's star gentle uterus, so anything can be an attack, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was so jazzed for Bleak Subdue because it feels kind of like Deep Submerge when you say it.
Yeah.
He got the power.
I'm looking at thesaurus.com right now, actually. Yeah, put kiss. No.
Gold experience! Wait, no, wrong show.
I don't like this. Okay, synonyms. Strongest matches, what you would expect. Strong matches. I know they're not wrong, but grope, lick, kiss, peck, rub.
Go on!
There's all these sexual ones in here.
Good lord. Why don't you look up value?
Value? Oh,
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Not a ton of interesting ones, I'm afraid. Appraisal, assessment, charge, equivalent, amount, cost.
Treasure. I got cherish and treasure here.
Oh, for some reason I'm not getting those. Oh, there we go. I see it. I think I'm going to have to probably think of... I don't know. I want to come up with something that sounds appropriate, but also like a Japanese person would come up with it in English if they were, coming up with an attack name. You know what I mean? It's a feeling thing.
That makes sense to me. Let's see. Now, we've been doing this for roughly an hour.
Midas Jester.
Well, how are you feeling? Do you want to call it here or take a break and push on?
We can take a break here. We can call it here if you want. I mean, it didn't have to be a long session today. I just kind of wanted to get a feel. If the game is truly that... I'm not used to a game system that is so... I don't want to say easy because that sounds wrong. It sounds kind of mean almost. I don't mean easy, but you know what I mean.
It's laid back. It's not like what D&D is, correct?
Yeah, that's like what I'm used to. I haven't kind of done freeform roleplay since like the AOL days.
The old days, the bad days, the all or nothing days.
Well, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, we can call it here. I don't want to put you out, and I don't have further ideas for my character yet. Now I've got a lot to work with.
Yes.
I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
Yep. There were two people chasing you down the elevator also, and they may be joining in the very near future before the actual adventure starts. So, I will be on the Discord, obviously. Of course I am. It's our Discord. And throwing around ideas for attack names for things like this. Also, darn, what was I about to say? Brain so small. Oh, yes, please. I hope you do some pictures. I'd love to see the transformation, the name of the attack, And I mean, if you want to do some Sailor Mimos fan art, I wouldn't mind it.
Well, maybe I will. I should probably just. I used to do artwork all the time. I kind of lost confidence in it, and I haven't done it digitally in so long. So maybe I'll go back to basics and pull out a sketchbook and try.
Or drawing stream.
Oh God, that sounds not exhausting, but sounds scary. People
Do you
will
have
judge.
wait, do you have a tablet with you?
I mean, I have a tablet, but I'm not good at this stuff, especially now.
Yeah, okay. Well, content, but whatever. It's fine.
I'll think
Okay.
about it. Not today, but I will think about it. I will think about it. I've been nervous.
Okay, great.
I'd be twiddling my thumbs right now if I could.
Aw, poor squid. That's cute.
Right,
Plus,
right,
yeah,
Aurelius, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, you get it. You get it. Maybe I will do an art stream in the future here. I
That'd be
just
so neat.
got to get my confidence up.
Well,
It's
hey,
scary.
speaking of confidence, I was kind of nervous myself. DMing freeform without, I can't like gesticulate like I'm used to. And I don't have like Roll20 in front of me. So this was kind of a new experience, just sort of storytelling to my monitor and staring at a piece of paper. I hope I did okay.
You did great. You were really descriptive. Honestly, thank you.
And Peep is going to be your version of Luna.
Yeah, I just defaulted to Peep as soon as you described the name. Because, I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, hey, that's all for me. Thank you so much for playing. Bye, everybody. I love you.
Thank you, Kipster.
Mwah.
All right. I don't really have plans for the rest of the stream, honestly. Thanks for putting up with me rescheduling again, guys. I feel kind of bad because the stuff going on with my health, luckily and unluckily, I won't have any appointments to worry about for at least a month because you know how specialists are. So, honestly, it's nothing actively bad, which is good. It just, probably won't be affecting my streams, which is good. It's not affecting my life in general more than anything else. So I'm generally in a good mood now. I just had to take a little bit of time, right? But I wanted to be open with you guys about it because I talked about it because it's interrupted my streams before. You love Pink Squid? Thank you. I need to make more hotkeys for more colors, but to be honest, I need like one of those little things that you plug in to set off macros because I don't have spaces on my keyboard. I need like a stream deck or something. I don't know. But like that? I'll give you as many smiles as I can. Awesome. Gosh, who's live right now? I think that might be it for today, just because it was a short little tabletop stream. I kind of took the last day or two off of work to kind of get the right headspace, go back to what I was doing. So that's why things are going back to normal now. Sorry I didn't play Gex today. But this, I am so happy. This system is really cool. It was a little daunting at first because like Kipster and I were talking about, my first rules-based tabletop RPG was 3.0 Dungeons & Dragons. So technically, it was the Big Eyes Small Mouth Sailor Moon, actually, but we didn't know what we were doing. I didn't understand those rules at all as a teenager. So, yeah, right? It went really well. For any streams I do relating to Sailor Moon RPG stuff, I got this background for this reason. I love it! Isn't it cool with the foreground with the moving table and stuff? I got it off of Etsy. I paid for it. I paid a few bucks for it. It's well worth it, honestly, with the pretty flowers. Yeah, they're cute! Man, I suppose, then, I'll probably raid us into someone here just because kind of a short stream tonight. Started later than usual, but we'll be back to normal. I'm excited because Saturday we're just playing some lazy Pokemon as I get back into it. And then did I say Friday? I'm at Friday. And then Saturday we're watching, excuse me, on Saturday on the Discord, we're watching the 3 Sailor Moon movies. I will say, I believe it starts at 9 a.m. Central. I'm in Central, and it's just past 6 o'clock right now. So, if that helps with conversion for anybody who needs it, kind of starting in the morning and moving onward, we're going to start our S Supers. I will say if you have not seen the Sailor Moon movies at all, the first one is kind of objectively the best one, so I would definitely say don't miss that one. If you can show up early, I would recommend. Sailor Moon R is one of my favorite movies. It's so good. But yeah, that's our plan for the week. And I once again just wanted to thank you guys for being willing to move around with my schedule a little bit. Looks like I won't have to be moving anything around for doctor's appointments and stuff for at least another month. So there shouldn't be much more of that. I was thinking, I don't see a ton of people that I follow being live, but oh, Elias is live. He's playing Elden Ring. Let's go see Elias. He's a nice guy. I'm probably going to be taking this session and editing it down a little bit and reposting it on YouTube as the full session with captions and stuff. So if anybody, keep an eye out for that. If you want to reference it for your character stuff, Aralis and Eli, since I know that you two are participating in the RPG too, I'll try to get it all wrapped up nice and neat. So that'll help. Let's see, Elias, Malachi. Let us go see Elias. Like I said, he is currently playing Elden Ring. Nisa Knight. Oh no, right away. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Thank you, everybody, on both Twitch and YouTube. I really appreciate you coming by and for sticking with my changes that I made. I look forward to streaming with you on Friday. Be here nice and early, and we'll just be lazy and play some Pokemon. Thank you so much again, Kipster, for GMing. That was awesome, and I hope everybody has a wonderful time tonight. Take care of yourself, guys. And over on YouTube, thank you so much as well. We won't be raiding out there, but thanks for coming by. All right, let's go. Good night, everybody.